Hey guys, it's the Honest Youth Pastor, and today I want to talk to you about apologetics and why it's so important to you. Let's get into it. Alright, so I don't know your story, but I know I grew up in a Christian home and went to church my entire life, but it wasn't until college that I heard about apologetics and Christian apologetics in particular. And the short and simple answer about apologetics is that it's giving a reasoned response for what you believe and why you believe that. And within Christianity, it's simply knowing why you believe what you believe. Because oftentimes, especially in this culture where we have a lot of quote-unquote celebrity Christians either deconstructing their faith or leaving the faith because of that deconstruction, what we find is lots of the questions that they have or lots of the things that they were asking their church that weren't being addressed have been answered in the past. Theologians and groups of Christians have asked these questions long before we've ever asked them and have written them down in things like creeds and confessions. Now, the church I grew up in particular, or the different denominations of churches I grew up in particular, didn't ever really focus too much on creeds or confessions. So, growing up, I didn't really know much about them, and much of what I was taught, I just believed. Again, it wasn't until college that I really had to start asking why I believed what I believed, and what I found in the creeds and the confessions is that oftentimes every question that we have has already been answered by them. And apologetics pulls from the creeds and confessions and scripture in order to give a good defense of the word to the world that's asking those questions. Apologetics has really had a resurgence, and it's been encouraging to me to see that because apologetics is so needed right now. Not just in defense of the faith to those outside of our faith that question who Jesus is and how he could be fully man and fully God and all of the different aspects of what we believe, but also for those within the church that have grown up in sort of a very puddle deep sort of theology that haven't really dove into the deeper questions of our faith. And oftentimes, whenever we do start diving into those deeper questions or are forced to confront our theology, if we don't have a good sounding board through those confessions of faith or those creeds, or we don't even know what apologetics is, oftentimes we go, well, this can't be true because no one can answer my questions. But I would encourage you to search the internet just for Christian apologists. I'm not going to suggest any in particular because there's a lot out there as far as debates and sermons and different dialogue that's been had that I think that you should go out and kind of look at and see that this is a huge thing that you may have never known about. I would also search out creeds and confessions within Christianity because there's lots of different ones. The Apostles' Creed is probably one that is more common and that you've heard of, and is sort of the bedrock and confessions of what we as Christians believe. Here's what I hope you take from this video. The knowledge that people have had the same questions that you had long before you were even thought of. They've written those questions down, they've searched scripture for the answers, and they've put those answers together in creeds and confessions and theology books. And if you are a Christian, if you are a Christ follower, you are by default a theologian. You are one that seeks after the nature of God. So don't lose heart if you come upon a hard situation or a hard question or a situation that tests your faith. Because it is through the testing of your faith, it is through the tough and difficult questions that we are actually stretched and grow and that we have a deeper, more full faith. Search out Christian apologetics online. Watch those debates. See how they answer these questions in defense of the faith. Because though you have these questions and they seem massive and unanswerable, don't have any doubt someone has asked that question before. And the church throughout history, faithful people that follow Jesus have answered those questions via Scripture. So take a minute, go online, search a Christian apologetics, search creeds and confessions, and start deepening your faith so that you can defend your faith better. Because a world that is far from God will argue and defend their side, and you need to know why you believe what you believe as well. Hey guys, if you like content like this, make sure you head over to odgapparel.com after this. ODG Apparel is designed in order to help you start conversations about who Jesus is and what he's done in your life. With friends, family, strangers, whoever you come in contact with, through interesting designs that make people ask questions. So head over there, check out the designs, and if you find a couple that you like, make sure when you're checking out, use the discount code HONEST10, because that's going to save you 10% off your total order. So the more you buy, the more you save, and hopefully the more conversations you have. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.